Hey Third Eye Tribe, and welcome back to Third Eye Tarot. So in today's video, we'll be diving into another one of the minor arcana cards in the deck of the tarot, and we'll be talking a little bit about the Four of Cups. So the minor arcana cards in the tarot card reading are known to emphasize the daily events, behaviors, and choices made by an individual in their day-to-day lives. So the minor arcana cards are divided into 4 suits, and each suit contains 14 cards. So today we'll be discussing the Four of Cups, which is the 4th card in the suit of Cups of the tarot. So when the Four of Cups card appears during a tarot card reading, it depicts a deep connection with our inner spiritual selves and our inner child. For some, it can be a time in which it shows dissatisfaction and depression, especially in terms of a relationship. When this card appears in a tarot card reading for you, it can symbolize a time in which you feel like you've lost a connection with certain friends or family members, and that you deeply desire to stay connected with these individuals. So in the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, the Four of Cups card shows an image of a man sitting under a tree. His hands seem to be crossed, which tells us that he is in deep thought, contemplation, and is busy meditating. He seems to be very occupied by his thoughts and does not even notice the hand that is offering him a cup. There are 3 cups kept right in front of him, which he also fails to see. They are considered opportunities that are open up in front of him that he is unable to notice. So when the Four of Cups card appears during a tarot card reading, it foretells a time that you perhaps have endless opportunities flowing into your life or right in front of you, but you are actually saying no to them or perhaps turning them down. It might be a time in which you do not like the new offers coming your way, or a time in which you feel like you already have too much on your plate, and therefore you're uninterested in all the new opportunities coming your way. For others, this can also signal a time in which you are not fully declining or accepting an offer in front of you, but you are in a state of meditation and deep thought, and trying to gain some clarity on whether you should take up this new opportunity or not. This card is also a very deep card and symbols a time in which you will go internally and evaluate your life and your situation. It's a time in which you'll be excluding yourself from any kinds of distraction, and a time in which you want to focus on listening on your own voice. It can also symbolize a time of feeling demotivated or like nothing around you is going your way. So if this card appears in a love-related reading for you, it can symbolize a time in your life in which you are very fearful of repeating past mistakes, and this is the reason that's making you ignore the good things which are present in your love life right in front of you at this moment. It can also symbolize a time in which you are so occupied with fantasies of how your relationship should be that you're actually ignoring all the best parts of love and warmth that you and your partner actually share in this very given moment in time. And so when this card appears here for you, it asks you to use that energy in appreciating your partner for all the goodness that does exist in your relationship, for the answers are actually right in front of you at this moment and not in some deep fantasy far away. If this card is pulled in the upright position for a career-related reading, it can symbolize a time in which you are bored or very unsatisfied in your career. You might be envious of others and their achievements, and a time in your life where you feel like success is only finding those around you and not actually you. But this card appears here to signal to you that you're actually ignoring the best things that you've attained in your career life. For if you look back on your career journey, you would have also reached some major milestones, and therefore you should be proud of the progress that you've made and how far you've come. If this card is pulled in the upright position for a health-related reading, it can symbolize a time in which you might be feeling very lonely, frustrated, and depressed. You might be feeling like you're caught up in the rat race of life and feeling very pessimistic about your current situation and the way your life is going. So now I want to talk a little more about this Four of Cups card in the reverse position during a tarot card reading. So when this card appears in its reverse position, It can symbolize a time in which you have closed off yourself into a cocoon so that you can concentrate on what is important to you. It might be a time in which others are asking you to go out and chill with them and spend some time with them, but instead you're focused on staying home, reading your books, and taking some me time. This card does symbolize a very temporary phase that will fade, so it's important to not be too hard on yourself, but to rather make sure you're using this time fruitfully by working on yourself, talking to yourself, and working on your future goals. For others, this card in the reverse position can also signify that you might be feeling very disappointed, uninspired, and unenergetic due to the circumstances that you're currently in and the world around you. You might find things to be complex, and instead of facing the things and trying to find an easy solution, you're currently finding it much easier to escape, withdraw, and isolate yourself from those around you. So if this card is pulled in the reverse position for a love-related reading, it can suggest a time in which you might be moving away from a relationship which you are not fond of or attached to. For others, it can symbolize a time in which a bad breakup makes you feel like you want to retreat from worldly things and take some time to heal your mind, body, and spirit. For those who are currently in committed partnership and they feel like their current relationship is no longer working out with their partner, it might be a time in which you might be contemplating letting go of this partnership altogether and focus on all the positive aspects of their relationship, but some might decide to walk away altogether. If this card is pulled in the reverse position for a career-related reading, it can signify a time in which the stagnant period or boredom at work is one that you will soon overcome, and a pool of opportunities will begin to surround you. It is a card that symbolizes that if you put in more efforts into finding a new job, you can indeed improve your career and your financial goals. If this card is pulled in the reverse position for a health-related reading, it can signify a time for you in which you might be feeling a little more energetic and positive, and you will begin to see the beauty and positivity that exists around you. It can symbolize a time in which your health issues are subsiding, and you can be enthusiastic about your improving health and your future goals. And so that was all I have to say about the Four of Cups tarot card. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you found the video very interesting and informative. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with some of your friends in the tarot community. I hope to see you in the next one. Take care and bye for now.